bummed right about now. I mean, Jesus is dead. The guy we've dedicated our lives to was publicly put to death. I don't want to go home right now. All my friends, family, everyone knows that the guy I believed in was a fraud. He told us he'd rise up and rescue Israel, but he didn't.
We were talking about this for a while on our walk, and this guy just started walking with us. We don't really know where he came from, but he asked us what we were talking about, and that's when Cleo took over.
Are you kidding me? I said to him. You're not from around here, are you? I mean, everyone knows what's been happening these last few days. The guy still looked confused, and then he asked me, what's been happening?
I knew what they were talking about, though. That's what I do sometimes. I'll ask questions that I already know the answer to, in order to get them to think things through. A lot of good teachers do that, like Pastor Rob, Greg, John, Kathy, James. Me? It's just a good technique.
So I filled the stranger in on what's been going on. I told him about Jesus of Nazareth, how he was a great prophet who performed powerful miracles, and a mighty teacher in the eyes of God and everyone. But then the leading priests sentenced him to death. They crucified him. We had hoped he was the Messiah that would rescue Israel. This all happened about 3 days ago.
Then we told him that some of our girlfriends were at his tomb early this morning. They said the body was missing and that they had seen angels and said that Jesus is alive. Some of the guys ran out to see, and sure enough, the body was gone, just as the girls had said. But who knows where his body actually is? Nobody's seen him yet. I mean, it seems kind of far-fetched. You know us girls, sometimes. Exaggeration to make a point.
I called them foolish for not believing. I thought I taught them better than that. I mean, 3 days ago, they believed. Girls, always changing their minds. I asked them, didn't Christ have to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory? They still looked confused, so I explained to them the things that were written about me in the scriptures, starting with Moses and going through all of the prophets. When we came to Emmaus, I pretended to keep going on to the next town, because I didn't want to be one of those guys, you know, those guys. Yeah, the ones who invite themselves over. No one likes those guys.
Because we had been taught by Jesus to love our neighbors and could tell this guy had a long journey ahead of him and wasn't going to take time to eat, we invited him to come and eat supper with us.
Then he took the bread, blessed it, and broke it. Then he gave it to us. Right away our eyes were open. It was Jesus with us the whole time. We knew we'd seen this before, the taking, the blessing, and the breaking of the bread.
He did it with the 4,000, the 5,000, and the last time we ate with him. It was like every time Jesus had bread, that's what he did.
We can remember that our hearts are burning. At the time, we thought it was from the long walk. I mean, when's the last time you've walked 7 miles?
Exactly. We weren't in shape for it either.
But looking back on it now, our hearts are burning because Jesus himself was explaining the scripture to us.
Right away, we got up and went back to Jerusalem. We found the 11 disciples and described to them what happened on the road to Emmaus. We told them how Jesus was made known to us by taking, blessing, and breaking the bread.